I welcome Dr. Saravanan on the stage.
First of all, I would like to thank you all for being here to listen to my talk. And I would like to thank Mr. Ashok Kumar sir, who has given me this opportunity to be a part of this ITVU and offer this lecture to you. And I would like to thank IVU and ITVU and all the members who have organized this program. It's really a pleasure for me to share what I have learned. And yeah, really, we are going to speak about some serious things. But before going deeper, I would like to give a short introduction about myself. It's a very brief introduction. I'm Dr. Saravanan. I'm basically a homeopathic doctor. I'm very much passionate about holistic health, and it was my interest in holistic health that led me to explore various things. And it was my personal healing journey that led me to explore holistic nutrition. Then I was attending Dr. Nandita Shah's Peace versus Pills, the workshop which transformed my life for the better. Then I became a vegan, and I'm associated with Dr. Shah's organization as health advisor since then. So I'm presenting lots of talks and seminars, and I'm also doing some health retreats. So our idea is to use food as medicine to cure and to prevent various health issues. So we all do this on the basis of various scientific research studies which have done so far. And we are going to learn many things today, and we are also going to unlearn many things. And I would also like to tell you about the book Rethink Food, in which I'm featured. This book has been published recently in the United States, I think during March, and it is a book in which 100+ doctors have recommended plant-based diet as the only tool to prevent and reverse various health issues. I would recommend all of you to go through that book, Rethink Food, the link of which I will be providing at the end of my session. Okay. Now, before I enter into the topic, I would like to show you a movie about Sharon. Sharon is a non-profit organization where I'm health advisor. Sharon stands for Sanctuary for Health and Reconnection to Animals and Nature. And we do conduct lots of programs like reversing diabetes, reversing hypertension, reversing heart disease, reversing obesity, and we do have a 21-day disease reversal program. And that is a very interesting thing happening every year. People come there to a retreat where people will be guided by doctors who are well versed in nutrition. They will be helped by doctors to choose the healthy foods to prevent and reverse all lifestyle diseases. And after these 21 days, they will be totally free from all medications and from all diseases, and they will be enjoying life with perfect health. So this is our idea, and we have a great mission, that is Diabetes-Free India. Sharon is working with this mission. We want to make India diabetes-free. India is becoming the diabetic capital of the world, right? How many of you have diabetes, or how many of your near and dear ones have diabetes? Okay, I could see lots of people. Okay, so I want to give you a strong message that diabetes can be prevented and reversed with the help of right food. It is possible, and it is not a life sentence. This is a message we want to give from Sharon to all the participants of Veg Fest. Through a healthy plant-based diet, it is possible to prevent and reverse diabetes, and one can enjoy his life to its full extent without any sufferings. Okay, so I would like to show a short video about Sharon.
Harming animals. I really thought that milk was good for health,
Asia, except the Indian subcontinent, never use milk. There's no milk in Chinese food, Japanese food, Sri Lankan food, even Burmese food, our nearest neighbors, there's no milk. If you start thinking and you're conscious of every step, I think everybody will be vegan. You have to utilize all this land to raise all these animals. The forest would come back, biodiversity would come back. The reason we are losing our whole life cycle is because of our land.
Sharan stands for sanctuary for health and reconnection to animals and nature. If we get in tune with our body and listen to our body, we can heal ourselves of most lifestyle diseases. Today we see so many diseases that could be reversed if we allowed our body to heal itself. So Sharan's idea is to help people understand what their body is saying. So if we eat food which is natural to our anatomy, and learn to listen to our body and know what our body is saying, we will heal miraculously. We have a peace versus pills, we have a reversing diabetes seminar, we have a reversing heart disease and hypertension seminar. We also have a special seminar for people who want to lose weight. People can come to our one-day seminar, and we also have a 21-day disease reversal program which is residential. It's in a beautiful resort of 26 acres. Where there are hills and there's a sea, and we have yoga classes every day, and every day we have cooking classes.
There were but many of us, all going through some healing process in the body, maybe reduction of weight, maybe heart disease, maybe diabetes, maybe thyroid. We were all coping with it together, and each one giving support to each other. I think that was a lovely feeling. I was on a very heavy dose of medication for diabetes.
I was tired of being fat and having a diabetes and not having a control over life.
In Auroville, I find it absolutely impossible to walk because of my weight.
So what attracted me to this program is hope. There was a hope which my doctors never offered.
The basic myth of diabetes is that people think it cannot be reversed, it's a hereditary gift. I have got fabulous results because right now I'm completely off medication.
We've trained the chefs at Swasthvara to do all our food just perfectly. So we have amazing breakfast and lunch. And actually before breakfast we even start with a food buffet for everybody.
I'm so happy to be a vegan. I feel light and nice.
My wife would say, what kind of life is this? Better to die. No pills, no milk, no panda, no coffee. What are you doing?
Today we are enjoying the lovely mangoes, chicks and all, which we had probably not eaten from the day we became diabetic. After breakfast we are only waiting for lunch, and after lunch we are waiting for what is going to come for dinner.
We were not aware that vegan food can be so tasty and that we could adapt to it so soon.
Anything is possible, and this is what I learned, and I'm thankful to Sharan. They have guided me to my new life.
And in that program we have the lab reports right in the beginning and then all the way at the end. And we check them every single day, and as they get better we cut down the medications. What we've seen up to now is that by the end of the program, most people are off 70% of their medications. Many of them are off even 100% of their medications in just 21 days. That's how fast the body can heal itself. It takes 21 days to change a habit. So this is a better than tuna salad with all the ingredients, the vegetables, the chickpeas and the cashew mayonnaise. A lot of people think that when we cook without oil, the food will not be tasty. But actually, when we cook with whole ingredients, all the flavor comes out. So this is going to taste good just with a little bit of soya sauce and lime juice and maybe some ginger sprinkled on top. So I like to live in the most ecological and most natural way possible, because it gives me a lot of insights on how nature works, how animals think, how animals behave instinctually. So I often call my seminars unlearning. 5,000 people know how they can reverse their diseases and get back to health. The impact has been much wider, however, because many of the people who come to our program, when they get better, want to tell other people about it. And for me, it's been such a change, because when I was practicing as a homeopath, patients would come and I would listen to complaints all day long. So my whole feeling is much more positive, because instead of listening to complaints, I'm just listening to results every day. I love to eat at home every day just because I eat like this. My food tastes so good compared to what you can find outside, and it keeps me really healthy as well.
We are living in a modern life where we have all facilities, we have all technological advancement, but still we are suffering with lots of health issues. We are seeing an increasing trend in various diseases, right? Obesity is becoming globesity, then diabetes is affecting the entire world. India is becoming the diabetes capital of the world. Many people are getting afflicted with cancers, various types of cancers. The incidence of cancers have been increased these days very much. And we are also seeing increased trend in hypertension and heart disease. No one above 40 or 50 seems to be free from any disease, right? So what is the purpose of this life? Can anyone tell me what is the purpose of this life? Simply, don't go into deeper spiritual realms, but simply tell me what is the purpose of this life? To be happy, right? Am I right?
To help others to be happy.
Yeah, to be happy. But if you want to be happy, you should be healthy. If you're not healthy, then you cannot be happy. And if you want to be healthy, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself in the right way. You need to know what to feed yourself. But this is a very basic thing which we forget often, and we are always feeding ourselves with all the unhealthy stuff, right? You know, our body is a precious vehicle. You know, if you have a very beautiful, a very expensive car, would you put the bad fuel into it? Does anyone do this? No. Then why we are putting all the unhealthy foodstuff into this precious vehicle, right? Our body is more precious than an expensive car, right? Am I right? So why are we doing this? It is time to rethink. It is time to rethink what we are eating and how we are taking care of ourselves. If we really love ourselves, if we really want good health, there is no other shortcut. The only way is to take the right type of foods which suits your anatomy, which is very good for your health. Okay? Next. The food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. This is really true. Have you ever thought about this? No, we don't have any time to think about what we are eating. Whatever we get, we are eating. That's your consent, right? Are you thinking like that? If you think like that, then you may have to spend more time in hospitals in the future. I'm not threatening you, but I'm telling you the reality. But if you give some time for yourself, for your health, then you can save yourself from all the lifestyle diseases. Next. Today, more than 95% of all chronic disease is caused by food choice, toxic food ingredients, nutritional deficiencies, and lack of physical exercise. This is a statement given by Mike Adams, but this is a very true statement. 95% of all the lifestyle diseases can be prevented and reversed if we are taking care of ourselves in the right way. Next. If you see the current trend of diseases like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancers, osteoporosis, kidney disease, allergies and asthma, autoimmune diseases, degenerative brain disease and macular degeneration, all these diseases are caused by animal-based foods. This is not a myth, but this is a scientific truth which I am telling to you with full conviction. Animal-based foods such as meat, chicken, fish, eggs and dairy products all contribute to these lifestyle diseases, for sure. This has been proven time and again through various research studies done by various researchers who really care for the health of human beings. Next. There is a book called The China Study written by Dr. Colin Campbell. This is the most comprehensive study done ever in the field of nutrition. And this study clearly says that all the lifestyle diseases are caused by the intake of unhealthy animal-based products. In the China study, the authors Dr. Colin Campbell and Thomas Campbell revealed that there is a direct relationship between eating animal protein and the risk of developing breast cancer, prostate cancer and bowel cancer, coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, autoimmune disease, obesity, degenerative brain diseases, and macular degeneration. Next. And animal protein is very dangerous. We are very much concerned about protein. We think that if we take lots of protein, we'll be healthy, we'll be stronger. But we should take the right type of protein. Animal proteins are really dangerous because animal proteins, more than saturated fat or dietary cholesterol, increases blood cholesterol, and that can lead to heart disease. Animal protein promotes growth of tumors. It increases the hormone insulin-like growth factor 1, which is a risk factor for cancer again. High casein. Casein is a protein which is found in cow's milk, allows more carcinogens into the cells. This has been proven with prostate cancer. So I'm going to give you more insights about this in the next slide. But before that, please be open-minded. I think many people think that milk is a very good, healthy food. Being vegetarian in India, people think that just taking dairy products is not a bad thing. They think that taking milk is very essential. But today, we are going to break that myth. Next. Animal protein can destroy kidneys through excessive creation of calcium and oxalate. This is what the celebrity, the celebrity director in the opening session, Mr. Mansoor Ali Khan was saying that if you want to save your kidneys, you avoid animal products. He was giving that message, the strong message. Risk of hip fractures and osteoporosis increase with animal-based food as it leaches calcium from bone by creating acidic environment in blood. So, why do we need calcium? Why do we need calcium? For strong bones. So, which is the best source for calcium, as we have been taught so far? Milk. So, we have been taught by our school teachers, by our parents, and everyone that we need to take a glass of milk to make our bones stronger. But this is not true. The contrary is true because milk is the most dangerous food for bones. Milk is not going to help build strong bones. Because milk is acidic, the protein in milk is acidic, and it disturbs the equilibrium in our body. We have an acid-base equilibrium that should be maintained for perfect health. That is disturbed because of excessive consumption of milk. And to neutralize this, our body has to release calcium from the bones. And in this process, the bones become weaker and weaker, leading to osteoporosis. This has been proven again and again by various researchers. And even the recent study done in Europe also clearly said that taking 3 or more glasses of milk every day would increase mortality, would increase the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. So now you have to clear those conditionings, free your mind from those conditionings. Milk is not needed for us. I'll explain further. Next. And the fats which are found in animal products, they also contribute to cholesterol. They can also contribute to triglycerides. Next. Okay. So the animal products are really harmful for our health. So Are we really omnivores? Or are we really herbivores? This is a big question. There are many people who strongly say that we are meant to eat, we are omnivores, so we can eat animal-based products, and we need meat, and we need dairy products for health. But this is not true. Next. You can see the anatomy of various animals like carnivores, omnivores, herbivores, frugivores, and humans. And if you observe from these pictures, illustrations, you can find that human beings have oral anatomy which resembles more of herbivores and frugivores and not that of omnivores and carnivores. Because our facial muscles are made in such a way that we could eat only plant-based foods. It's not made in such a way to eat flesh. And we don't have developed canine teeth. You can see the canine teeth of carnivores and omnivores, but for herbivores and frugivores, you don't have a developed canine teeth. The same thing with human beings. Okay? Animals follow their natural instincts. If it is a carnivore animal, it follows its natural instinct. It kills another animal for its prey and eats. Similarly, a herbivore goes only with herbs. It follows its inner instinct. But we are not following our inner instincts. Are we following our inner instincts? No, we are not following. We tend to eat whatever is overcooked, whatever is pleasing to our eyes. But we totally we are disconnected with our inner instincts. May I give you an example? So if you enter into an organic farm where you can see fruits hanging in the trees, what would you do? What would you do? Pluck it and eat it, right? Okay. So if you happen to go into a poultry farm, would you feel to eat a chicken? No, this is what we call instinct. This is our natural instinct. And even if you give an apple to a child, an apple and a chicken, a live chicken to a child, the child will naturally pick up the apple, bite the apple, and it will play with the chicken. But grown-up adults, we think in different way. We think, how can we cook that chicken and make it into some sort of burger or some sort of things, and this is the way we are thinking, right? That's why I'm telling it's high time that we need to rethink food. We have to connect with our true nature. We have to connect with our inner instincts, and we should follow our inner instincts. Our anatomy is not suited to eat animal-based foods. Similarly, our physiology also clearly says that our body is not fit to take animal-based products. Because if you see the carnivorous animals, they have a short gut, but we have a very long intestine that is very good, suitable for plant-based foods. So from all these illustrations and from all these things, I could say that not only myself, but most of the doctors who propagate plant-based diet say clearly that only a plant-based diet, a pure plant-based diet, is ideal for us. Next. Our alkaline saliva is not meant to break down animal flesh. Only carnivores have acid saliva that is perfectly designed to the task. So, finally, we should go with only plant-based foods. Next. I would also like to give more facts about milk. Next. You know what is there in a glass of milk which you are drinking? Can anyone say? I think nowadays you are more aware about that because in media, in magazines, you're reading many things about milk and its hazards. Right? Milk is the most adulterated food these days, and even if it is not adulterated, it has lots of bad things. I'll explain that later, but let me say that one glass of milk has 135 million pus cells, 51 milligrams of cholesterol, 300 calories, 16 grams of fat, lots of growth hormones, because you know in the dairy farms they treat animals in a cruel way. They inject the cows with RBGH, that is called recombinant bovine growth hormone, and to increase the milk. And they go for artificial insemination. They do artificial insemination and they repeatedly make them pregnant to give more milk. Much cruelty is happening in the dairy farm. So we need to be aware of that. And the milk which we get now is not milk. It is a cocktail of pus, antibiotics, and cholesterol, and all other chemical ingredients. You know, they are even mixing shampoos and urea and all that sort of things these days. You might have read in the dailies, in the newspapers, and in various magazines. Next. Also, even if it is, then you will ask me this question: what about organic milk? Well, I'm getting organic milk, that is perfectly fine, right? And some people say that, oh, I can go for raw milk, that is very good. No. Even if you take organic milk, it is not free from hormones, because milk is meant for the calf, not for us. Even organic milk contains the protein called casein. This casein is a toxic substance which cannot be digested by our bodies, because casein, when it is digested, it is not properly digested. It becomes casomorphine. Morphine is a substance that resembles the drug morphine. That is why we are too much addicted to milk. If I say you, may I ask you to stop eating carrots from tomorrow? How many of you are ready to do this from tomorrow? How many of you are ready to stop eating carrots from tomorrow? Just take it a challenge. How many of you can do this tomorrow? Instantaneously, how many of you can stop eating carrots? Most people can do. So if I ask you to stop milk from this moment or tomorrow, how many of you are willing to do this? Wow, I'm seeing lots of hands up. Super. So you're becoming more aware of what is happening. I really appreciate it, because mostly when I ask people to drop milk, they really hesitate. Because there is a very big addiction for milk. This is a physiological addiction. This is one thing. And there is also a psychological addiction. So we have to break these things so that we can live freely and enjoy good health. This casein, which is a toxic substance, is directly responsible for acne. How many of you do lots of things to clear acne, especially teenagers? They suffer from this acne and they want to clear that, and they are doing lots and lots of things to overcome acne. They spend lots of money on various creams and various cosmetic items, but still they are struggling with acne. I say, if you just stop taking milk and milk products, you could see miracles happening on your skin. Acne will disappear. The casein is directly responsible for acne, eczema, arthritis, osteoporosis, kidney disease, tooth decay, sinus issues, irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, and chronic Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, and cancers of breast and prostate. So all these diseases could be caused simply by taking milk, even if it is organic. So never think that organic milk is safe, because milk is not our natural food. When we go with unnatural foods, we end up with diseases. But when we go with natural foods which suit our anatomy and our physiology, we can definitely enjoy good health. Next. Dr. Colin Campbell, the author of the China study, says that casein, which makes up 87% of cow's milk protein, is the most significant carcinogen we consume. Can you believe this? We are literally taking carcinogen every day. Carcinogen is a substance that can cause cancer. Can you believe this? But you have to believe this because this is science. His research study clearly says that. Another example of an outlier that led me away from accepted wisdom was our finding that casein, which for decades had been the most highly rated and respected protein, dramatically and convincingly promoted cancer. Even today, it is so heretical that no one wants to say the obvious, that casein is the most relevant chemical carcinogen ever identified. This is a statement given by the great scientist Dr. Colin Campbell in his book, Whole, Rethinking the Science of Nutrition. If you get a chance, please read his book, The China Study, which is very much informative. And also the book, Whole, Rethinking the Science of Nutrition. Next. So, after hearing to all these things, do you still want to take cow's milk? Okay. Even if you ask kindergarten children, if you ask them this question, dog's milk is for, they'll say puppies. Cat's milk is for kittens. Cow's milk is for cows. But we think another way, right? Cow's milk is for ourselves. No, it is not for ourselves. Cow's milk is for cow, because its nature has designed cow's milk to be taken by a cow and not by human beings. We don't need any other animal's milk. Are we thinking about drinking giraffe's milk or camel's milk or elephant's milk? No. Why are we very much obsessed about cow's milk? Right? There is no need to take any milk. If you are very much concerned, if you want some milk, you can go with some plant-based milk. We have lots of options like soy milk, almond milk, rice milk, oats milk, wheat milk, corn milk, millet milk. If you're ready to give up dairy milk, you have more than 10 options. You can make milk from any nuts and seeds. You can make milk from nuts and seeds. Even with sesame seeds, you can make wonderful milk. Do you know something? We think that cow's milk is the best source of calcium. No, it is not so. I explained to you that cow's milk causes weakening of the bones, and I would also like to tell you that there are better sources of calcium than cow's milk in plant-based foods. I'll explain later. Next. Those who think that they have no time for healthy eating will sooner or later have to find time for illness. This is what I told earlier. Next. So what is the solution? So I was telling that animal products are not healthy, no meat, no eggs, no chicken, no fish, no dairy products. Then what are we going to eat? We are simply going to eat plant-based diet that is natural for us. A plant-based diet is the best way to improve health, prevent and reverse diseases. The China project proved that eating a whole food plant-based diet can lower the chances for developing degenerative diseases. The China study discusses other studies that show damages done by the diseases can be reversed just by eliminating animal-based products from diet. Next. Whole food plant-based diet prevents and can actually reverse many chronic diseases like cancer, hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and autoimmune diseases. Next. There are lots of books which you can refer. There is one book written by Dr. Carl Esselstyn that is called Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, and this is a very interesting book. And even the former president of America, Bill Clinton, followed this book and he reversed his heart disease. You can find the video, you can watch a video called The Last Heart Attack on YouTube, and you will understand more about the power of this plant-based food. Next. And we have more and more evidences. Dr. Joel Fuhrman has written this book, Eat to Live. This is another book which gives some insights about plant-based diet. Next. And Dr. Neil Barnard has done extensive researches about diabetes, and he has concluded all his researches in the form of this book, Reversing, Dr. Neil Barnard's program for reversing diabetes. This is a scientifically proven system for reversing diabetes without drugs, exclusively using plant-based foods. Next. So how to start with a plant-based diet? Now we are coming to the practical part. You have to remember this 4 food groups: fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. This is called the PCRM power plate, which Dr. Neil Barnard and his organization suggests. So this is what we are also following: fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, to which you can add some nuts and seeds. So if you are following, if you have to choose your foods, you have to choose from these 4 major categories. Next. Fruits are rich in fiber, they have lots of antioxidants, they have lots of phytonutrients. To get maximum nutrients, you have to take whole fruits, don't go with juices. If at all you need, you can go with smoothies so that you get the fiber along with. So fruits come in different colors. You see, each fruit is coming in a different color, and that color is because of the phytonutrient content present in those fruits. All the phytonutrients have been proven to benefit our health. Say for example, papaya has papain, the phytochemical, that helps prevent stomach cancer. And if you take tomato, it has the pigment, it has the antioxidant, and it has the phytochemical called lycopene, which can help prevent prostate cancer. Likewise, each and every fruit is coming with lots of phytonutrients. Next. Similarly, vegetables are also colorful. They have also lots of these phytonutrients and antioxidants. Vegetables also provide fiber, vitamin C, beta-carotene, riboflavin, calcium, iron, and other nutrients. Next. So you can see this is a phytonutrient content explained here found in fruits and vegetables. Lycopene is found in tomatoes, anthocyanins and polyphenols are found in beets, eggplant, purple grapes, prunes. Carotenes are found in carrots and mangoes. Cryptoxanthin and flavonoids are the phytonutrients which are present in pineapple, oranges, tangerines, peaches. Lutein and zeaxanthin are found in various dark greens. These are very much needed for good eyesight. Then glucosinolates and indoles are present in broccoli, kale, bok choy, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. And aryl sulfides are found in onions, celery, etc. Next. So if you eat a rainbow every day, you can protect yourself from various diseases. Legumes are loaded with fiber. Beans, peas, lentils provide lots of protein. This is the right type of protein which we need to take. Even a person who is suffering from kidney disease may not be affected because of the plant-based proteins. Only animal-based proteins cause havoc to the kidneys, not plant-based proteins. So also they provide fiber, calcium, iron, zinc, and B vitamins. Next. Whole grains. We have forgotten whole grains, and we are actually taking refined flours and refined white rice. So this is one reason for getting more problems. So you have to go with whole grains. Whole grains are sources of complex carbohydrates, fiber, protein, B vitamins, and zinc. Next. And also, along with whole grains, I would also recommend taking millets. Millets are traditional grains. Each and every country has its own millet. So go with millets. They're also very healthier. And nuts and seeds, we need them because we get omega-3s from various nuts and seeds like walnuts and sesame seeds. Next. So about protein, you need not worry about your protein. These are the proteins found in various plant-based foods. Even if you're eating only fruits, you will not miss protein. You will get protein in some form or other. So never ever worry about the protein. Just forget about protein. Just go with a whole food plant-based diet. You will get the right amount of protein needed for your body. Next. And calcium sources, you have to think beyond milk. There are lots of sources of calcium, starting from greens and almonds. And I would say that the sesame seeds have 10 times more calcium than cow's milk. If you want to get more calcium, then choose the best source of calcium, which is sesame seeds. You can make sesame milk and drink that, or you can just go with dry roasted sesame seeds, right? That's the best way to do. Why should we go with a dangerous way, or why should we choose milk? That's not needed. Next. And you can see lots of plant-based foods having calcium. Next. So, we have seen that plant-based foods have everything. Everything. So, we are going to watch a song which will explain, which is going to clear all your myths. So, if you feel sleepy, you can simply dance for a while.
Hey, hi, Brady.
Yeah, Jonathan.
You're a vegan, right?
Yes, that's right, I am.
Can I ask you some questions then?
Sure, man. Of course you can.
Are you ready for the questions then?
What are you waiting for?
Vitamin B12 is actually produced by bacteria, and in olden days people to get vitamin B12 from root vegetables, from fermented foods, and even from spring water. But these days we don't have access to natural living. We are living in a chemicalized world where we don't have this bacteria to produce enough B12 for us. And we also take lots of chemicals. We also use lots of chemicals that destroy this healthy bacteria. So the best way to get your B12 is either go with fortified foods, or you go with a vegan, or go with a B12 supplement. The only thing we need to take care while you're on a plant-based diet or a vegan diet is you need to take care about your B12 levels. And using microwave cooking and also using lots of cell phones can also reduce the B12 level, can deplete the B12 levels. B12 deficiency is not only found in vegans, this is also found in non-vegetarians alike. So this is an issue which needs to be attended by most of the people, even meat eaters these days. So check your B12 levels, it is very important. If it is low, you can supplement, and also you can go with fortified foods. Next. And vitamin D is very important, which we can get from sunlight, but these days we are not exposing ourselves to sunlight. We are always sitting in air-conditioned rooms, and we have totally forgotten sun. So it's time to salute sun every day. Just expose yourself to sunlight 20 to 40 minutes every day to get enough vitamin D. And there are people who suffer from severe vitamin D deficiencies these days, and Indians are prone to D deficiency, even though they have more access to sunlight. So if your vitamin D levels are low, please get checked, and if the levels are low, just go with some plant-based vitamin D supplements for a short time, and then go with the natural source, that is sunlight, for lifelong. Next. And vitamin D deficiency can also lead to various diseases. You can see this. So it's better you take care of your vitamin D. Just salute the sun every day and take care of your vitamin B12. Other nutrients you need not worry about. All the nutrients you need, you will be receiving from plant-based foods, starting from the proteins to the omega-3s. Next. So I'm going to give the summary. Plant-based foods are rich in fiber, protein, antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, and plant-based foods are totally free from cholesterol. Only animal-based foods have cholesterol. Plant-based foods are totally free from cholesterol. Next. And also, whenever possible, go with organic food so that it gets more nutrients. Next. And if you go on a vegan diet or a plant-based diet, it improves your cardiovascular health, it eliminates all dietary cholesterol, it helps reduce blood pressure, it helps to reverse diabetes, it helps to reverse various health issues, even cancers. We can, there are possibilities for remissions of cancer. Next. Next. So if you really love yourself, you have to take the right food. So let us pledge now. Let us. I'm going to close the session with a rhyme. You can all repeat this with me. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is fine. Thank you everyone for being all right. Thank you everyone for shining so bright. This is an ageless body. This is a timeless mind. I choose to make this the happiest evening of my life. I choose to eat only the right foods which are suitable for my body. I choose to be a vegan consciously, and so it is. And if you go vegan, you're also helping animals. Next. If you're going vegan, you're also helping to reduce pollution and deforestation. You're also helping the planet Earth. Next. And next. And if you want to know more about vegan diet and vegan lifestyle, you can log into www.charan-india.org. You have lots of information here, list of books, recipes, vegan restaurants in your cities, organic health food stores in your cities, all the information here. You have more than 300 recipes listed on our website. Next. And we have healthy kitchen CDs which you can buy. Next. And Sharon is on Facebook. Facebook us, please like us and get in lots of information every day. Next. And you can also join this 21-day Vegan Kickstart India program, which we do it in collaboration with PCRM. This is a 21-day free online program. You can find the link in our website. You can subscribe for this, and in 21 days you'll be getting lots of information through emails, and it will help you to kickstart with a vegan diet. Next. And this is a very important book. This is going to be the Bible of plant-based diet. I'm so grateful that I'm also a part of this book. 102 doctors around the globe with one voice, they say that a vegan diet or a plant-based diet is the only way for vibrant health. So please check the website of Rethink Food, www.rethinkfoodbook.com, and you will learn more things about this plant-based diet. Next. And if you want to contact me, here is my email address and my mobile number. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share everything which I have learned so far from various teachers and various masters. Thank you everyone.